Until the COVID-19 pandemic, Kenya was one of the fastest growing economies in Africa. 5 years later, visible results of an already struggling economy paints the picture of the nation state with additional levies. The cost of healthcare and basic commodities such as food and fuel are consistently on the rise, burdening mwananchi wa kawaida.
Katiba ama uchumi, tumetengeneza manifesto, mpango ya kubadilisha uchumi wa Kenya, na tumesema tunaanza kubadilisha uchumi kwa kupunguza gharama ya maisha.
Motorists in the country have been spared more pain at the pump after the Energy Petroleum Regulatory Authority, IPRA, retained fuel prices for super petrol in its latest review.
Think about the situation of Kenya's economy currently, is that the economy is not well.
Well, isn't the government the one raising the prices?
Like this orange, I was selling 3 for 100, I came 30 shillings, but now I'm selling 50. Now
Could this be the root to our problem? Kenyans, especially those from low-income households, have been the hardest hit by this crisis. People have to work twice or even thrice as much to provide for themselves and families. The youth, who account for the country's highest populations, are at the forefront of survival for the fittest. We embarked on a journey to understand the daily struggles of netizens in different parts of the country, the disparity between the promises made to them and their reality.
business. Zanga is the groceries, cereals, and vegetables. Miaka ya kitambo, the time I was starting, you know, when you're starting, lazima kukuwe na ka challenge because una customers by then, before you catch up, so ilikuwa na ka challenge. Vitu ziko high, yani from last year, vitu zilikuwa na bei sana. Yeah, so even customers wanna complain about price, but business is not bad. It's only the price. Like this apple, I was buying expensive, 3,500, but now I'm buying it at 5,000.
The streets come alive with these modes of transport. They are the lifeline for many Kenyans, providing affordable transportation. However, these riders and drivers have also found their earnings insufficient to cope with the rising cost of fuel.
Naitwa Karis, mimi ni msee wa boda na niko hapa nafanya kubeba wasee na kufanya delivery ya chakula. Kitambo bike ilikuwa inalipa, but kwa sahi bike iko chini. Juu kitambo ulikuwa unapata hata kama umeandikwa na msee unaweza kupata kumlipa na unapata yako kidogo. Unajaribu kulipata hiyo loan inashindikana, hata vijana wenzetu wananyang'anywa bike. So maisha yamekuwa ngumu sana. Imenifinyilia kisana, kwanza mafuta ndo kila kitu. Mafuta ndo imekuwa kitufinyilia kabisa.
Kila mtu ana complain about kodi venye inaenda juu. So ukienda kama ni kununua kitu kama machungwa, sijai nunua machungwa 4,000. So una get leo ni 4,000, kesho ni 4,500. Unakwambia tulienda tukapata tumeongezewa. Unaona? Jua watu waleta vitu na meri, ndege, so zinaongezewa, bei inakuwa juu every day.
Hapa awali tulikuwa tunanunua mafuta na shilingi hata 100, 110. But sasa unaona sasa imeenda hadi 217 na bado inaenda tukipanda. So sasa unapata kama ni customer nilikuwa nampeleka kama ni junction namlipisha 100. Sasa inabidi namwambia naongeza hata kama ni 150. Na customer wengi watakubali hata una gari pale iko. So na hapo kuna changamoto, sasa customer wamepungua na hata bei wengine wataki kupandisha na baki naumia tu.
Kitu kama wa potatoes, vitunguu huwa inaongezwa bado. Because gari leo umeleta mzigo wako, kama umeleta leo gari imeripishwa 2,000, kesho ukienda unaambiwa ulipe 8,000, inaenda high. Watu wengi wana complain about us. Yeah, especially wale supplier wetu.
Kwa maoni yangu naona gava inatupeleka mbio sana. Wanafanya vitu ina fast.
With citizens now forced to dig deeper into their pockets and provide for their families every day, parents are not only juggling provision of basic necessities with their stagnant income, but also putting up with demands from their children. Students in institutions of higher learning have not been left behind, as they have realized an increase in their school fees and have had to ask for more money for their survival while studying and staying away from home.
So previously, my fare from here to say Rungai would not pass 150, as in ingefika 120, 130. But now we even have, I use close to like 200 shillings, and that's if I have, because one of my parents works in Kenyatta National Hospital, so they'll come driving me in the morning. So if I have to go to and fro, that's already like 400 shillings. Isn't the government the one raising the prices? So yeah, definitely it's the government. It is the government. And their sentiment seems to be that, you know, there are prices in fuel going up. Yeah, I am not sure whether those are verifiable or they're just excuses. I don't know.
But even following President William Ruto's first State of Nation address that emphasized Kenyans having to brace themselves for even tougher times, the nation still holds a leap of faith that things will turn around soon.
Think about the situation of Kenya's economy currently. Is that the economy is not well, but the measure of if the economy is doing well, one of the key indicators or the measures is the inflation rates. If you compare the Kenya's inflation rate currently, which stands at 7.8, it is lower than the 9.2 as compared to the same year last year, a year ago. It has come down, but the cost of living is still very high. The cost of commodities, consumable, is still very high because there are no jobs and the disposable incomes are very little. So Kenyans experience the respective costs of commodities as being very high. And it is not being helped by the cost of the rising cost of fuel. So things are not getting better because we partially rely on generating on diesel to generate the fuel, to generate diesel fuel to generate electricity, making the cost of electricity to go very high. The factors of production are high. So it still does not allow the inflation to come down to manageable levels that will allow job creation and therefore the more disposable incomes for the residents of Kenya. So the state of the economy is far from getting out of the woods for Kenya and Kenyans. We are doing almost more than half of our collections, of our revenue collections. We are using them to service debt. Now, this leaves very little money to be able to do development from our own source of revenue to do development here locally. And that is a very big challenge because our disposable income as a country is very limited. The other challenge that we are experiencing currently and is likely to stifle, depending on how you look at it, is likely to stifle the economy, is the challenge of taxes. The government in the bottom-up economic model have preferred to heap taxes and implement it all at the same time. But the effect now is we are actually bringing the economy to a standstill because we are taxing everything, and all of a sudden we want to do house levy, we want to do healthcare, universal healthcare levy at 2.2% of salaries, 2.75 of salaries, housing levy at 1.5% of salaries, and among other taxes. We also have seen the government employing people to collect taxes, KRA staff, to go even up to door to door. This means the little money that Kenyans would have made will go to taxes.
The high cost of living is not just a financial burden, it is a call to unite and build a future where promises are fulfilled. Akuch Maker, Daystar University, Nairobi.